Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Now Sunday was the Capital Invert show at Kempton Park Racecourse. Now we popped along with my nephew on the train as we did last year, and I have to say I think this year was even more busy, so it did make it quite hard to get to some of the tables. But it's really good to see the invert shows becoming so popular. But didn't get many spiders this time. I was quite sensible on the spider front, but I wanted to pick up some other bits and pieces. So one thing I wanted to pick up was a nice terrestrial glass enclosure. Now this one was from the Spider Shop, and I think it's the 20 by 30 by 30. Only £28, so I think that was probably a show only price, so a real bargain. Now I've got a tarantula which I've wanted to get into a glass enclosure for absolutely ages, and that's my female Thrixopelma pruriens, the Peruvian green velvet. Now, she's an adult spider now pretty much, so nice to get her into something nice, nice and clear, because she really is a good display spider. So yeah, we're going to get this set up and we'll get her in here. Now, she is quite a chilled out spider. She does give you a slap if you do get too close sometimes, but yeah, real nice spider. So you don't really see that many green tarantulas, so it's a bit of a treat really. So yeah, let's get into the video. Now I've got my substrate in here, some multi-purpose compost. Now it's around about 4 inches at the back corner here, so this is where I'm going to put the hide. So this is her beloved piece of cork bark. Now she's never actually used it as a hide, but she does like to sit on top. But I'm still going to pop it in here as a hide, just in case, she does want to use it. So we'll just scoop it out so it's got a little bit of depth. Now I'm just going to sort of partially bury it. Now we'll add some more bits and pieces to the setup later, but I don't really have much stuff to put in here at the moment, so I need to go out and get some stuff. But let's get this spider caught up. Now I've already taken all the bits and pieces out of here, so it was really starting to look quite tired. So you saw I already took the cork bark out, and just take the water dish out just to make it a little bit easier. It's definitely time to put this tarantula into something a bit nicer. Now you'll read a lot of conflicting information on how big Thrixopelma pruriens actually get. Now I'd say she's quite a big girl, this one. I reckon she's around about pushing 6 inches. So I say you will read quite a lot of conflicting information. Some people say that these are quite small tarantulas, but yeah, you can see she's quite a big one, this one. Now you see she's actually really chilled out. Sometimes she will give me a little warning slap, but she seems quite chilled out. It's really hard to get the green to pop on camera. Right, let's get her into her new enclosure. You can see she's quite a decent size, and her abdomen's nice and plump. Now, believe it or not, she actually hasn't eaten since February. So one thing with Thrixopelma pruriens is they will eat like crazy, but they will go off their food sometimes. So don't panic, if you do have one and they stop eating, because they do have quite a long pre-molt period as well. So I suspect she's probably getting ready to go into pre-molt. Now,
they don't always walk forward when you touch their back legs. It's with your New World, you know, normally they do, but they do sometimes turn to face you, the T pruriens. But you see, she's in quite a gentle mood today. I will add some more stuff to the enclosure. I've run out of moss again, and I haven't really got any small plants to put in here. So I'm definitely going to put a few little extra bits in here. But I will keep the setup quite simple. We got there eventually. Now you can see now that I've got out of the way. So humidity for these guys is around about 70%, and they seem to do quite well in the low 20s Celsius. So they're quite a hardy spider, really. But nice to move her up into a nice glass enclosure at last.
So there you go, guys. Another nice smooth rehouse. Now I think that's probably the best I've ever seen her behave. So she's definitely chilled out as she's got older. But I really feel like the Thrixopelma pruriens is a little underrated. Now they're quite understated, and it's quite hard to get the green to pop on camera. But in real life, I think they're, you know, a real beautiful tarantula. So you can see a pretty decent size as well. So definitely a good display tarantula. Well, certainly this individual anyway. Um, when she was a juvenile, she's a little bit more skittish, but I have to say she's never ever kicked hairs or even threatened to. So she's obviously seen my bald spot and doesn't like the look. So, but I hope you've enjoyed seeing her today anyway. And give me a thumbs up if you do like the video. Maybe consider subscribing, and I'll see you soon. Well, you'll see me.